everybody. Welcome back to the Ultimate Fantasy Locker Room. We are here once again.
Full force.
And this is America. This is America's week. I mean,
full force.
We're a few days early, right? But I'm ready for a weekend full of dogs, burgers,
some
Independence Day.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, don't
We
do
got a
that
new
now.
board. Wait, can you do that to me?
You
Yeah.
do 10.
and I'm proud to be
So you can't cut it off. I was about to go
full patriot. Wait. And I'm proud to be an American. And at least I know I'm free. All right.
Yeah, this is
we got a new soundboard. Yay.
This is my favorite because this is the voice that when I dream about Mark, this is how he sounds.
Dream about Mark? Yes, this is the Dark Lord Mark. This is how he sounds.
That's 100% fucking accurate. That's how I should sound in your dreams.
Yes, you do.
All right, so what's going on, dudes?
Oh man, what a crazy couple weeks it's been.
Yeah, tell
Anybody
me
have
about
plans
it.
for the 4th of July?
Tell me about your crazy fucking weeks. Go right ahead.
Let's start with yours.
I'm a little worried now. I'm a little bit
Jesus
frightened.
Christ.
You sound hot.
Yeah.
It's almost not even worth the fucking the money for selling a house.
Oh,
Jesus
never.
Christ,
Oh, here we
man.
go. I'm so sad that you're making $1 billion.
Hey, anybody that's renting out there, just prepare to be triggered. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
I had to sell 2 homes.
Like,
Jesus.
like a quarter of what I fucking made on this house, I had to go and put in.
The Jersey house.
See, this is why he sounds that way.
Too much power. I
That's
can already
perfect.
tell.
He does have too much power now. But oh my god, it was like 2 weeks in hell there. Then I come back and I've been doing nothing but moving. Well, Phil knows I've been doing nothing but moving from this house to the apartment because we're renting an apartment. We went from 3,000 square feet to like 17 square feet. So to
man,
fit
wow.
all of that house,
So you couldn't even get in
5
there.
people. No, I couldn't. I got to let everybody else in first, and I got to squeeze in, and we.
Are your kids adjusting to the new place?
Actually, they love it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice.
What
That's
is
all that
nice
matters.
is it's almost like resort living. Like they did a really nice job with this apartment complex.
Oh yeah, tell us more.
It's gated.
Okay.
It's got a pool. I have a butler. They have a chef on property that comes to the apartment and
that
makes you
sounds
dinner.
good. Yeah.
What apartment complex is this?
It's really interesting.
It's called the Addy, right?
It's just
The Addisons.
Addison's.
Oh my gosh, you're at an Addison?
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
shut up.
Oh, that's good. So let's get to some of those. We got a lot of feedback.
We got a
this
lot of
week, right?
comments,
Yeah. A lot of it's for our other show, Guys on Draft. I guess I can I have
Hey,
one
guys
that's
on draft,
correlating.
watch, listen,
Yeah.
follow, hit the notification.
this is
bell.
where I should, if I was really good with this, I would
You're
actually
not
have a
that good,
picture
but
that's
it's something
queued up. Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. We'll get there.
could
If you
you
had more
cut
time.
If I like flip through and you could cut and make it look like I spliced it right in there.
Well,
Just put it over his
you
face
just-
right now,
You
actually.
just broke the fourth wall, right?
Which means
So-
you should probably now also cut this segment of him telling you how to do that.
Sounds like a lot of cuts.
This is the 5th wall.
Okay, there we go. That's the 5th wall right
So
there.
the first comment is actually about one of our Guys on Draft clips. And it kind of correlates to this show because we're sports orientated here. A few weeks ago, we talked about, or we drafted Marvel football teams.
Yes,
and
we
we were
did.
talking about, I drafted Vision as wide receiver.
Who won that one?
I think, is that a rhetorical question?
I
think
don't
you
know. I
did.
can't
You did.
remember. Oh.
By one vote.
It was me.
And then you said that Vision doesn't have a heart. So how truly good of a football player can he be if he doesn't have heart?
You ain't got heart.
And then I think it's Lil Yeedy official. He said if he doesn't have a heart, then he need to be a DB.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
lockdown corner.
Of course, you picked out one that supported you, right?
No, I wanted
mean,
to see. I mean, not really. He said that he should
Too
be a
much
cornerback.
power.
He should be a cornerback, not a wide receiver. To this guy's
We're bookended
opinion.
by a lot of power here tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad choices in that show. Your choice to go with somebody who's not even American as a quarterback.
Hey, did I
and
win though?
His choice
Hey,
for somebody with no
hey.
heart.
But we tied for second
Hey,
place.
did I
Rocky.
win though? Right? Did I win though?
I don't know. Did you win?
Hey, did I win though?
Did he window?
Did I
Window.
win though?
Window.
Window. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You see
right?
it.
Yeah.
You see it. Window.
Yeah.
Window.
Look out the window
Yeah,
and
you
see
windowed.
that I win.
Yeah, you windowed.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
Anyways, I saw the new what you got. You're going on with this. No, go on. No, it's not important. Go
No,
on.
no,
All right,
no,
fair
you
enough.
should
I
say
just
it.
wanted you to say it.
Yeah.
Running Man 19848 said this is about when we're talking about who's the best tight end of all time. There's a lot of good names up there. It's up for debate, I think.
Yeah.
This guy said, as a Seahawks fan, George Kittle is just getting started. He's a beast. I kind of want to put that to the table I personally didn't even think about George Kittle. I don't think he honestly is going to be one of the greats, but I would like to hear what we say.
I mean, I think he is a very talented tight end. My issue with him is his injury history.
Yeah.
You know, so I just don't. It's the same thing with Kelsey. Like Kelsey, his stats are good, but he's old.
Yeah.
And he's not even like, when you looked at his stats compared to stats, I don't know that he's going to even beat the number one.
How are
in
you just
stats.
getting started at, what is Kittle, 28?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
No,
not
he's
just getting
not just
started.
getting started.
at 28,
I
but-
love Kittle too. He's
Kittle's a
great.
beast.
He's a football player, right?
And
He's
I
a football
love,
player.
I love the fact
Yeah.
that he was
He's
the
great.
mastermind behind tight end U too. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah,
that's a
tight end
fucking-
U is pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Tight end U is pretty tight. And
Him
then
and Greg Olson.
Greg
right?
Olsen.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
people's tight end for sure, but I just don't think he doesn't really. He might be like one of the best run blockers as tight ends go, but as far as what does he do great?
Yeah, George Kittle's
Nah, dude,
28.
that dude can yak too, though.
He's 28.
Yeah.
Kittle can yak.
The
100%.
injuries hurt. The offense he plays in
Yes.
hurts. I mean,
Starts
there's
with a
just-
new quarterback again. You know, he's
Yeah.
kind of he's had that a couple times now.
But I will say, my point on Gronk being number one, he's the closest as far as an all-around game where he is effective in the run game. Like Kelsey's just a receiver.
you know what was funny
That's
about
fair. Yeah.
funny about Gronk to me is I constantly cut down Brady and say he's not the greatest. He's the Mapote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny because like
Gronk was the
yeah,
Matot to a lot of people.
yeah. Most
Yeah.
people, I was saying he was, I think, the greatest, but they were saying he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was the
Most
most
accomplished.
accomplished.
But it's just reflective of being on that team, I think.
Yeah.
Too.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
So speaking of that, Freshie0_O on Instagram said
Flashy or freshy?
Freshie
Freshy.
with an
Flashy.
R. Freshie.
My mind is elsewhere, boys.
Fleshy light.
This is a little bit of a longer one, so I'll paint the story
Wow.
here. I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
going. Gronk. He said Gronk is the best Patriot to live. Tom isn't Tom without Gronk. Gronk isn't Gronk without Tom. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, so what are you saying, really?
When
And
would- yeah,
they put
okay.
the equivalent of neither of them are the best. They're not the best without each other. It's like the Clay and Steph of football. I wanted to unpack that with you guys.
I mean,
I mean,
do you
I
guys
think-
want to go first?
You know, I think we have to see this year how Brady does without Gronk.
Oh, that's stupid. All right, you go.
No, I mean, this is the
As
we
much as
get-
I hate to admit it,
I think it's
Steph
stupid.
would be Steph without
I thought
Clay.
what he said
Yes.
was stupid.
Yes.
100%.
That's what I
Steph would be
thought, too.
Steph without Clay.
I thought it was a bad comparison, to be honest.
Clay would still be a
But-
shooter. He would need a supporting act there, but no, they're not. Steph
No,
and Clay aren't as.
but I don't think that's
codependent
what
as
he's saying. I
Brady
think
and Gronk.
I think what he's saying is
He's saying codependency. He's saying
But-
that Steph needs Clay. Clay needs Steph. Gronk needs
when
Brady.
Clay
Brady needs
was
Gronk.
hurt, the Warriors weren't winning as efficiently.
Well, everybody
That's
was
fair.
fucking hurt too, though. I mean, it was just Steph there.
So
for
I
a
think
little
that's
bit.
what.
All-
I'm guessing that's what they meant.
Probably.
Well, all three of the big three for them were hurt at some
Yeah.
point. And during those 2 years.
Yeah, so I don't think that's
I think
a
there's
fair
really only
comparison.
big two. I don't think Draymond's a big.
Draymond is a big part of that team.
he's a
You
big
just don't
something.
listen, I don't like him either.
He's a big something.
I don't like him either, but he is a big part of that
He's
team.
a big piece of
Listen,
shit.
Steph can get open. Steph can shoot. It doesn't matter what offense Steph is in. Steph is going to be the focal point.
But here's what I'll say though, right?
Gronk,
Before,
not necessarily.
so, I mean, Tom Brady won 3 Super Bowls before Gronk was even drafted.
Right.
So that's stupid.
Mm.
That's what I was saying is stupid.
What's not what I'm saying? I'm
No,
fucking
no,
agreeing with you.
Not you. I'm just talking to you, right?
But you're looking at me, and I don't like the way you're looking at
like,
me.
I'm sorry if you're PMSing, right? But this is not the place. I'm just saying.
Listen, Mark's
that
had a
Gronk was
rough road.
Gronk was drafted in 2010.
I mean,
Tom
it's-
Brady is not. Tom Brady's Tom Brady before Gronk was even drafted.
Listen, it's hard to make
Let-
$600,000
Hall of Famer before he was
Let-
drafted.
let Rocky get this joke out.
you know, go and live in the suburbs with a bunch of other
Yeah, the poor
rich
Addison.
people,
Yeah.
you know, in the Addison. I mean, come on, it's tough. Have some respect.
Confined to the Pilates studio
Yeah.
and the MacBooks.
It's a hard knock life, dude. I'm not gonna
Do they
lie.
have a food truck there?
I actually get food trucks in my
You'd be in
apartment.
trouble.
Their pool is only like 2 times an Olympic size.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's
Come
true.
on, give them some respect.
No,
Put some
it's-
pool toys out there for
It's
God's
like
sake.
3/4 Olympic size.
Yeah, those are the comments. Thanks for commenting. Keep commenting on everything. You might get a shout out for it.
Yeah,
so.
you will.
All right, I think we're ready for our first section round.
Okay.
An issue.
There it is.
What's the issue?
Now put it in Stranger Things. The Stranger Things font.
press some.
Yeah.
Hey, baby,
Hey, baby, get ready.
Don't look at me like that.
Zach never sings with us at the end. It's almost like he doesn't love
He's
us.
insecure.
Yeah, is that what it is?
He feels
I
left
just sang
out.
this fucking Star Spangled Banner for you guys. Come on, now.
That's fair. You did do that.
In
So
helium voice.
Star
So-
Spangled Banger.
this has
Yeah,
become
there you go.
this has become a consistent part of our pressing issues, and
Yeah.
so I decided to give it its own drop this week. So
Okay, let's go. All right, you guys ready for this?
Watson Corner! I have never harassed anyone. I've never disrespected anyone. I've never forced anyone to do anything. Hey, itch my tape!
Wow. Deshaun.
Yeah, right there. That's the spot. Itch it.
Jesus.
Woo! That's the ticket, baby.
all right. So what are we?
It's nice to see that you're open-minded about this, at least.
No, I'm not open-minded. I continue to get less open-minded. But
Yeah.
what the hell now, Watson? What are we dealing with Watson?
I don't
right
know.
now?
You tell
You're the
us.
one that-
He's on your
Yeah.
team, right?
Yeah,
You're
shamefully.
fired up. What are you more fired up about? His acts or Cleveland committing to this guy and knowing what he did?
No, I don't blame Cleveland for committing to him
Of course
because
not. Of course not.
12 teams, 13 teams were going to commit to him. Somebody was going to commit to him. You committed to him with what you knew at the moment.
If
So
he
do you
wanted
think
to-
that they could sweep it on? They thought they could sweep it under the rug, is what they thought. They thought they were bigger than the fucking NFL, like what every other team thinks.
I don't think. I mean, I think that they thought what every other team that was going for him did. It wasn't as widespread as it is. And that he had just been found not guilty by 2 courts.
Yeah.
What they didn't realize was, holy crap, there's a lot more women than we thought. The guy's a degenerate, probably. And the Texans were aiding and abetting this guy. You know, Zach brought up before the show started today that the Texans are now named in this lawsuit, and it looks really bad
It
for
looks
them.
real filthy.
Yeah, they look bad. In fact, I think when this is all said and done, they're going to have to forfeit picks.
Yeah, that the more that comes out, the more I kind of lean towards what you're saying as far as it just kind of there was like a thumb, like I was like half. I was like, I don't know if I want to go that way. If I don't go that way, now I'm kind of like that. Now I'm kind of going down here.
Trending down for sure.
Yeah.
And kudos to you because forfeiting picks the whole night. Like this is Davis Mills' team, whether Houston likes it or not, for the next fucking decade because they're screwed.
Yeah, which is, I mean, they actually got lucky maybe with the pick of Davis Mills,
They
but
might
Yeah.
have. What
So-
pisses me off the most about this is Deshaun came out, and Deshaun seemed like such a class act when
Yeah.
he came out. There was that tornado that fucking hit, and he went and he paid every single cafeteria worker. He spent like his first like 3 paychecks just giving it to all of the ancillary staff in the Texans building.
Well, he still
saying,
did
"Hey,
that, you know.
I'm sorry that you're impacted by this." Yeah, but it's a front because he knows
No.
in the back
That
end
doesn't make
he's
sense.
getting goddamn.
well, no, is it
Well,
a
that
front?
means that's
Because,
not
like, listen,
Run. You could be a good guy and be
Yeah,
want hand
yeah.
jobs.
well,
Well, not, not
every guy
forcefully.
wants.
I'm a good guy.
Well,
I
we
want
don't know
hand
that.
jobs,
We
but
still
I'm-
don't know that
I'm
was
like, look,
nobody said it was
put your
forcefully.
hand down there,
Listen,
Phil.
I just want to remind on this show last week we talked about the lawyer, not the lawyer, the investigator saying that they thought because it was insinuated and he never said
Yeah.
anything. So the guy might be a sex addict and a degenerate in that fashion. Sure. So
well, this is
let's treat him like we treat everybody else that has an issue or a
Yeah.
disease or an addiction. I mean,
Because,
we gotta
like-
keep that in mind. But that doesn't mean he didn't do the good things that he did either.
well, he did the good things that he did, and it's very, very possible. In fact, it's looking more and more likely like he ended up in a really shitty environment where instead of building up a young player,
They enabled a predator.
Yeah, they enabled him. I mean, listen,
Allegedly.
it just came out now that they not only were aware, but they were encouraging in some degree, giving this guy
Well, let me tell you
NDAs.
something right now. I'm gonna make it. If Tom Coughlin was the coach of that team, that wouldn't have happened. I'm gonna let you know right now.
So-
if Mike Ditka was the coach of that team,
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened.
Well, it was
what
Billy
is-
If
O'Stooge.
Urban Meyers, oh wait,
Enabling is such a funny thing to me. Like, what is enabling? Them hearing about it and then not knowing enough to want to go in and
Mark, they
and-
rented a room, they gave him NDAs, they had a security detail.
Well, that's what I don't know. I didn't read any of this.
I mean, like,
what
you
is
know,
enabling?
To me, these are things where, listen, this is your this is your future. This is your franchise quarterback. To me, what it seems like is as long as he was doing it for while he was on their team, they were okay and they were going to cover it up, and they weren't really concerned about getting the kid counseling or help or whatever he needed. The moment that he said, "I want out," after his fourth losing
this
season,
stuff started to leak.
they started leaking
But
it.
they did, to answer your question, they provided him with NDAs for the women.
Yeah, they provided him a room.
Provided him with the rooms.
So are we gonna? All right. So we're in a society now where we backtrack. So we go back years and we figure out who else did this to then also persecute them.
Well, we're not doing
like,
that. Right?
What about every D1 school? I mean, it was highlighted in the movie Blue Chips, for crying out loud, that they go into these schools and there's these NDAs that are signed, and then they hook them up with these chicks because they're like 5-star recruits and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
What are you trying to say, though?
I don't know. I think it's been an issue, and it's been an ongoing issue, and there's been a lot of enabling.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we've whistle blown on any of this shit. And
It
I
just
think
became
that doesn't mean
it's
you
about
don't-
time.
for them.
Well, okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
It's about time that we
Yeah,
start.
I don't think you
whistleblowing.
could retroactively. I mean, people will try to, but I don't think that's right.
I mean,
either.
if you
Shouldn't
want
be a
to,
witch hunt.
go back and say, "Oh, Wedding Crashers had some awful jokes in it because
Well,
it's
that's
tone
alright.
deaf." Now, let's go back and let's.
There it is.
Well, we're not talking about movies though, Mark. Right?
This
I know that.
This
but
is what I think. Listen,
I'm likening it though.
I don't.
Hey,
I think we've.
I like the visuals.
Let's
of that
call out
movie.
all
I'll just
these
say that.
goddamn predators.
I don't like the fact that. So first of all, the most current news: the NFL is going to go for a 1-year
Ban.
suspension. Is what they want.
I thought ban.
Well, they said suspension because they didn't think the NFL Players Association was going to fight it, but they're coming out and saying we're going to fight it. We're going to fight it hard as hell because we're tired of the double standard. We're tired of the team being involved, allowing this, and there's being no punishment. We're tired of the owners being held to a different standard. We're tired of it. We're gonna fight this, and it's gonna be ugly. And they have come out and said, here's the weird thing too, the Browns just cut the head of the NFL Players Union, which I think was really weird because you would think they'd be like, screw them.
Yeah.
But he's doing them a solid.
Yeah.
So now they're talking about even if the independent, because this lady that they've hired, she's been hired for 2 years. This is her first case, but she'll try the next 2 years worth
Who's that?
of
Sue?
Sue. She's a former district judge. She can come back and say, there's not enough evidence. You really can't give more than a 10-game suspension. And what they're saying is it doesn't really matter. We're going to do a year. And if the NFL Players Association fights it, we'll do a ban. And then the ban, there's nothing anybody can do.
Oh, wow.
Is basically what I guess it amounts to.
Yeah.
So
and the Browns want that, you said, because the
the
way-
Browns don't want it. They didn't trade for him thinking that. They traded thinking it might be 10 games, bartered down to 6 games. But if it's going to be a year, then they'd rather it be a ban so they don't lose a year of his services.
So you're saying, so just to be clear, the contract, it's stipulated that if there's a ban, it doesn't kick in till after the ban.
There's a thing in the NFL called trolling, which I didn't know about, but I guess it's in every contract that says if a player gets banned, then automatically their contract ceases. And so
Until
if they
the ban lifts.
yes, until
Oh,
the
wow.
ban lifts.
Kind of
So-
protecting the teams.
So that
Yeah.
protects your years from the
Yes.
contract. That protects
Yes.
the money. That protects the guaranteed money.
Right.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Cleveland definitely wants that.
Yeah, that's what they would want, but they don't.
Cleveland had the president of the NFLPA again. Wasn't
They-
Joe Thomas like the president of that for the long?
So
then they
a
had-
quick question.
then they had Treader,
Would
and they
what
cut
you just
Treader.
brought up, right? What would be better, if just us sitting here, what would be better for the Browns?
The
Would
best
it
thing
be-
for the Browns is they get a year ban.
No, but hold on. Let me pose the question. Would it be better that he serves 8 games of suspension, you get him for the back half of the
Yes,
season?
that would be the best.
Or you get the full 5 years, him just starting the next year?
Now, the best thing would be they get a year ban that gets negotiated down to 8 games
Do you
or
guys
10
think
games.
that too? I don't know if I
So
agree
that's
with that.
speaking as a fan. How about ethically? Like, do you even want this guy on your team now?
I mean, he's on my team.
Yeah.
He's on my team.
That answers the question.
Yeah, he's on my team. So like here's the reality: the Browns are built to win now. They've got front-loaded contracts for now.
Yeah.
They've got players that are not going to be around forever.
Not even next year, are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, Clowney is signed for this year. Like, they've built the team.
That probably changes it too.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
I
but,
mean, let's bring in Ray Lewis. Let's bring in Ray Caruth. Let's bring in all
Bring
these
him on.
motherfuckers.
Bring him
too.
on. Who else we got? Who
what
else
I'm
we
saying
got?
is that
I'm getting fired
as
up.
the football team,
AP, bring
for
your
the-
switch.
Shut up. For the
Come
Browns,
on.
for the Browns, is it really? I mean, personally, I think it's probably better you just put it off. I think the year's going to be thrown away anyway.
I think if you had Baker Mayfield,
well, he doesn't want to play for them.
Jacoby Brissett started.
but I think
for
if you
guys.
had Baker Mayfield, it would be
But you don't.
different.
You
Well,
don't.
maybe because he left the door open today.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He closed that shit.
Go
hard
back
as hell.
and listen to the
He said it's at this point it's
he said I've moved on, and I believe the Browns have
both
moved on.
sides have moved on.
And then they said what would make it possible, and he said, well, the Browns would have to approach me. That was his last comment. So there's a slight window. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but I think. Do you believe? I honestly don't think Jacoby Brissett is a terrible quarterback, and
You're
I think
not going to the playoffs. You're not.
You're not.
And
I
you think you're going to playoffs with Jacoby Brissett
And you're
starting 8
built to
games?
win now?
I think
They are built to win now. What do you mean?
I think because we're built to win now.
You're crazy. That's ridiculous.
He's got they got Amari Cooper and nobody
That's
else.
an upgrade
I think
over what they had
because
last year.
we had a defense that held teams to 15 points a game last week. That is better
Last
this year.
year.
Yeah, that's right. Last year, they're better and they're healthier. We have a better offense. Our offensive line is healthier. Jacoby has the entire,
Offseason?
offseason, the entire, what do you call it?
OTA,
Camp,
training
yeah,
camp.
yeah, to get ready. The last time we saw him in the, with the Colts, he didn't look terrible. We've never really seen him with an entire camp with a fully functioning. He's got Chubb and he's got.
This is very
Kareem-
optimistic.
It's very
I mean,
optimistic.
you know what the guy is, I think, by this
I like
point,
Jacoby
but
too, though.
I mean, we're saying that we think.
I think he's a great backup.
If Mayfield was here, do we think the Browns would have a chance to go to the playoffs?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So I don't know that Jacoby's that much
He
different.
just has to
I
win
do.
you like 7 games.
Yeah.
And then figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
You
It's
just
a
got
mess.
to make the
I mean, the
seventh
Browns are in a
seed.
mess. Let's
Want
be
to let the
honest.
top off that bottle real quick? I feel like you're seething.
Looks angry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Justin Fields.
All right, I think we're gonna go right to our
Mooney.
I will bet you right now.
like
Montgomery.
Who
He's
has
like a
a better
sleeper
record?
agent.
Let's
Cole
bet.
Oh,
Kmet.
yeah, let's do
$100.
it.
I like this bet.
$100
Here we
shows
go.
the better record.
Ooh.
Chicago, Cleveland.
Ooh. Yes.
Well, put your money where your mouth is,
$100?
Chico.
Okay,
$100.
listen, rich man, you just sold 2 homes, $1,000.
Oh.
No, see, you're not going to go and play that bullshit. $100.
You got outclassed.
Can you do 5?
No, let's do a fucking million then, Rocky.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
do it.
Let's
I mean,
do
shit.
it.
You guys want to do 5?
500.
500.
500.
No, let's do 250.
All right, 250 is fair.
Wait,
You did 250?
250?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say $100,
Can
and then
we
we
do
let the
side
viewers
bets?
decide.
Can we do side bets? Because I want to bet on it too.
No,
I'm in on him for 250.
So you think the Bears will have a better record than the Browns? I think the Browns have a better record.
Yes.
But we're only doing $100.
No, you said 250.
Hey, how
I'm
about
not
this?
that
How
rich.
about $100, and then we leave it up to the viewers to do like a
Mark, you're in
an
a
extra
you're in a
thing.
billion
You just
fantasy
said
football leagues.
250.
That's why I need that money.
Shit.
leave it up to
No
the
bet.
viewers.
No bet. All right, so let's move on to some funny news.
Yeah.
AP to box Le'Veon Bell. I mean, there's a whole nother discussion to have about all these celebrity fights and
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
no,
did
it's
you
not
see-
stupid. It's fun.
I mean,
I want
it's
to fight
kinda fun.
you. Can we do a fake celebrity boxing match, me and you?
Yes, yes, we
Fuck
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. You'll
He just
be
said
a
it's
You won.
stupid.
You
mess.
won. You won Stilson.
He just said it's stupid. Now he wants to do it.
Oh gosh.
100%.
Wait, didn't Austin McBroom fight somebody
Who?
and get his ass kicked? Austin McBroom, or did he beat somebody?
Who's that?
That's the guy right there on the thing.
Oh, I didn't read that. I'm not reading it. Thanks.
I thought Austin McBroom fought that one TikTok kid.
Yeah, I think he
here we
did.
go.
I think you're right.
Let me Google that. I think he might have beat him up.
Oh, to be young. Yeah, so AP's fighting Le'Veon, and we seen what happened to Frank. Frank or who did he fight?
Franco or gosh, who did he fight?
Was it who did he?
Because I know
I
that
forget.
I know Jake Paul just signed a fight.
Oh, he's gonna
with,
get his ass kicked.
I hope to
With
God.
Tyson Fury's
You
younger
guys hate
brother.
the Pauls?
No, I don't. But
I like the Pauls.
no, I don't.
The
but
Pauls
did
are
you
growing on
see
me.
Fury's
I like the
brother, the heavyweight champ, bet $1 million on his brother to be.
Tommy Fury's a bum.
Yeah, but I want Tommy Fury to win.
Why?
Just
I
$1
don't.
million. That's what I want. $1 million. I just
Oh, that's pocket
You
change.
want $1 million?
no. I just want to see. I want to see Jake get his ass beat. I
But
do.
why?
He's not going to lose.
I just do.
Jake's actually got
I like
semi
them.
skill.
Yeah,
And
they listen. If you go listen to like fighters podcasts that know about him, he's been training legitimately for like
Oh
5,
no,
6 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So he really wants to fight. I like what they. I mean, listen, what we're trying to do right here, they've done it. So I don't look at them.
Yeah.
I don't look down.
This
at
is
them.
why I want him to lose.
I can't
Why?
wait till we get to a point where
Because
we're putting you
Fury
in a ring
said-
for $1 million.
Tommy
Fe-
Fury's a bum.
No. But Tyson, it's a Tyson Fury. The older brother said, if
Tyson Fury. Yeah.
if,
Okay. Yeah.
if Tommy can't beat Paul, he doesn't deserve to be a boxer.
He doesn't, and I don't think he will.
Either way,
Oh,
I think
man.
it's just great
All
drama.
right, $250. I'll take Paul.
Here's what's crazy about this matchup, though, to get back to this.
No, I'll do 100.
Listen, I don't get out of bed anymore for
Are we
$100.
betting $100 on this or not?
No, I don't get out of bed for
Nah,
$100.
Oh,
come
come
on. You're
on.
weak. Anyway,
Do
so
$100.
I don't
this
get out of
dude-
bed for $100.
This dude,
This guy sold 2 houses in the last 2
Yeah.
months, bought 2 new cars in the last 2 months, and
This
he can't
dude-
bet 200. Don't fuck out of here.
This
He's got a
dude-
Pilates studio in his freaking right there next to
This
us.
dude finishes everything. This dude finishes nothing.
Well, I don't know. That means a
Adrian
lot.
Peterson is going to finish the
There's
shit out of
that,
Le'Veon Bell.
but there's also
Le'Veon Bell's a piece of shit.
The vision in my that's not fair. The
Listen,
vision in my head.
AP doesn't have a stick, and he's not a
of
child. He's saying.
AP,
Yikes.
40 years old, kind of moving all boxy and getting knocked out like Frank Gore. That's
Motherfucker
I'm
still
seeing
ran
that
for
in
like
my head.
800 yards when he was like 45 years
fair.
old. All right?
This is
Le'Veon
going to be
Bell-
interesting.
Le'Veon Bell ran for like 1,100 yards. It was like, I deserve $7 billion.
He was also on the Jets.
Who, Le'Veon?
Yeah.
But he was also in Pittsburgh where he thought he was the goddamn
Well,
man.
he was.
He
though.
was good, though.
I think
No, he was good for a season. Like everybody.
No.
A season.
Bullshit.
Oh.
He was in
A
Pittsburgh.
season.
5 seasons.
So, but he had like his one breakout season.
No.
But name one starting running back in Pittsburgh history in the last 30 years that has sucked. I'll wait.
That has sucked.
That has sucked.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's a system. He was a
it's
system
the
running
fucking
back.
system. James Conner was a beast.
But didn't they
no.
get rid of him
James
because
Conner was
he
good last
sucked,
year. James
and
Conner
then
was
he
good
went to
last year.
Arizona and was good there.
Yeah, and James Conner didn't catch him
You
as
just
many passes.
brought the guy
as
up that just
Bell.
No,
Shut up. You're
yeah,
dumb.
and Le'Veon went where? It did nothing.
He took a year and
Conner
a
went
half
out to
off.
Arizona. Yeah,
He went.
To the Jets. Who gives a shit?
shit. Connor went out to Arizona.
I tried.
It made it like
Well, yeah,
PG-13.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, it was the system. That's the reason
Yeah.
why Le'Veon was never a
Yeah,
great running
so
back.
he was never. So then Willie
No.
Parker was as good as Le'Veon those years. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Willie Parker put up numbers.
You didn't answer my
For
question. Was he as
sure.
good as Le'Veon Bell for that time?
Overall, best running back, RB1s in their history. All of their running backs have been great. So Le'Veon, once
Last
he
30 years
left,
is 1990, right? When did they draft
Yeah.
Bettis?
they didn't
Bettis
draft
is-
Bettis. Bettis
Oh, he came from the
Bettis
Rams.
came over from
yeah.
the Rams.
So, but when did they get Bettis? Like 93, 94?
Probably. something
Okay,
like
so
that.
then you're talking about like almost 15 of those years with a Hall of Fame running back. All right, so good point. And then you had Willie Parker, who Le'Veon Bell is better than. And he's better than James Conner.
Yeah.
No?
No.
You're fucking dumb if you think that James Conner is better than Le'Veon Bell.
That's
now
a
you
good.
just want to be right.
Can I get you and everyone else to be
Wow.
quiet? Can you look into the camera? Can you say that Le'Veon Bell was never a good running back?
Yeah, please do that.
You.
No,
It's right
the
there.
camera's over there, not Rocky's face.
It's right there.
Le'Veon,
Bell was a great quarterback or a great running back.
that shit threw me off.
Take two. Take two.
No, use that.
Yeah, I will.
Le'Veon Bell had great numbers as an RB1 in Pittsburgh, which is the point that I'm making. Like every other RB1 in Pittsburgh.
No, he was
Le'Veon
better.
then left
Okay.
and was not as good in.
He was also
fucking
getting
New York.
older.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was also in
Okay.
Kansas City.
That's all I needed.
Dude, how old is he? He's like 28 now.
That's kind of when
We're talking
running
about-
backs fall off a cliff.
All right, whatever, dude.
I'm sorry.
You're not-
Dad.
you're not gonna make your
I'm
point.
sorry. I did
So
make
who
my
wins
point,
the
and
fight,
you just
though?
Name the last time he was relevant. Name
so
the last
I-
time he was relevant.
I feel like we have to bet on
Name the
this
last time he
because
was relevant.
I'm going to take Le'Veon Bell just because now.
Yeah, I just want him to beat. I like AP better, but I want him to beat just to.
I don't
Prove
like
me wrong.
AP better.
I do. Why? Because he hit his kid with a switch? I mean, he's from the South. What are we going to make a big deal about that? Aren't you Christian? It says in the Bible, use the rod against your kid. Shut up.
He's going to start attacking me now, too. Like,
I don't like Adrian Peterson either because he hit his kid.
no, I don't like AP that for other reasons.
Why? What did he do?
I don't like who he played for to begin with, just right there. So,
Oklahoma?
No, I don't
Do
like
we know
it.
the odds are on that fight though?
I don't.
No,
Are there
we should
odds
check.
out?
I have the DraftKings Sportsbook right here. Let's get to our next.
Shard Mendenhall was a better fucking running back. That guy's an asshole.
That guy is an asshole.
Can we change? Can we pick a new one?
What?
No, that's right.
New ass of the week. Oh.
Oh.
All right. So who's the ass of the week, Rocky? Because this was your.
This is the NFL owners because I am tired of the double standard. So we got Jerry Jones groping women left and right.
That's a terrible picture on the left.
Is it though, or is it an awesome? Picture?
It's an awesome picture because it's
No, it's a bad picture, man.
no, listen, when you're doing things wrong, you don't stop and say, "Hey, can you use a great camera?" This is the camera we had.
He looks like Snoke from Star Wars in that top left picture.
We got Kraft there, Mr. Kraft,
Don't do it.
with the fast fisties, and then we got Daniel Snyder.
Which kind of looks like Rocky a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
That is, yeah.
He's got more money than me.
It's the salt and pepper.
Yeah, he's got more money than me.
I want to give you kudos for putting this little screen together.
Can I say something about Jerry Jones? He didn't think those pictures were going out, Rocky.
Yeah. I mean, you've never taken
Hey,
pictures
listen,
like
I taken
this,
a
like
picture
with
of my
your
wife.
friends.
Listen, you know what I would do?
Dude, that's
Squeeze-
such a bad
listen,
picture.
Squeezing the horn.
Do you know what I would do if women like that were coming on to me?
Like what? What do you assume
Women
about
like
those
what?
women?
No, I'm saying young women that were attractive.
Well, she doesn't look. I mean, I don't know how young.
Neither
they
one
are.
of them. Well,
I guess for you they are. Okay.
Yeah. Be careful
guys
what
are-
you say.
you guys are
'cause,
crazy.
yeah.
So early menopause.
Listen.
We're talking.
Neither
Wow.
one. Listen, both of them are younger and more attractive than Jerry Jones. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a good point.
I know. Listen, I know who I am,
More power to him. I'm
and
just
I
saying,
know what they're coming for. I know it's
hey, and
not
they
my
know
looks.
what he's coming for.
Yeah. Yes.
Jeez.
There's an exchange going on.
Okay. You don't take pictures like this. They're entrapping you, and
Can I
it's
say something?
they're entrapping you,
But
and
that first picture right there, listen,
It's so bad.
That
is-
poor wife.
is legendary.
that poor wife of his. Look at this.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for the wife. No,
That
I
poor
say that.
saintly woman.
But if let's just take everything else out of it, and it's just him and the girl taking the picture. I mean,
That's pathetic.
I mean, let's be honest, right? Everyone's heard of the fappening, right? Like,
No,
cell phones.
What?
Cell phones have been hacked. The whole 9 yards.
Uh-huh.
Can you
This could-
explain the happening?
This could have been him
what
and
is-
his buddies, and they're all just having fun. And this picture is taken, and
I
then
don't
that
think his
picture
buddies are there.
is extrapolated.
It looks like a
From
I
his
don't
hotel.
think I don't think his friends know how to take pictures on cell phones.
You know, Mark, I'm
So
gonna.
what's the fappening?
Yeah,
you know
what?
what?
Yeah.
Mark's picture may end up in that picture.
What's the happening?
I can guarantee you, I'll pull up fucking photos of everybody. Everybody's taking similar pictures. I can 100%
I haven't
agree.
taken that picture.
It's
right
different when
there.
you're single, though.
Listen,
I've
I'm
not.
saying that picture right there. That's a gem.
Yeah.
That's not everybody doesn't have that in the Rolodex.
Yeah.
Now that picture over there, we're taking a picture like that.
Oh,
That's
everybody's
it.
got
You
that
a
picture.
picture like that.
I
that one
have-
over there is crazy.
I have taken pictures.
No,
I have taken pictures that are embarrassing to me.
I've seen some.
Yeah, but I've never taken pictures like I have not taken pictures like that. I haven't.
Nobody has a picture like that.
Nobody has it. Nobody should have a picture
That's
like
a
that.
Shaft picture.
Listen, these
Have you seen
two,
Shaft?
these two are very, to me, low class individuals.
Very close to my head.
Yeah, low class. They knew enough to. When I searched bad pictures, nothing really came up.
Of who?
Kraft and Snyder. These were
No bad pictures of them.
no. I
I'm
mean
saying
this.
no pictures like that.
Well, it's because
No picture like that.
Oh,
they,
okay.
they,
Yeah.
they know
So I
better.
mean, they knew better than Jerry Jones, Mr. Arkansas. So there's a double standard. These owners, listen.
They suck.
Yeah, they suck. And does the Sean suck? Absolutely. Do they suck too? Yes. And if they didn't get punished, then
Did you find this, or did you put this montage together?
No,
that came up.
That was on the internet.
But
Okay, all right.
you put the day spot there, or that was there?
No, that came up. Just like that.
We can probably go to that day spot. It's in Florida, isn't
Let's
it?
do it, boys.
No, I think
Boys
it's
are
like
here.
real
Road
close.
trip.
I think it's real close to here. think it's real close to here. Yeah.
I bet you. No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shut up. All right.
Yeah, so screw the
Let's try
owners.
next. Let's lighten it up, huh?
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
Oh, this is my thing.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
Sauced up. Drank that first cup too fast. Hey, Zach.
Is that why
Hey.
you guys are all ramped
Phil.
up? You
I'm a
two?
little ramped up.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, he's a little juiced up.
I'm
too.
fucking torqued.
He's got the clam chowder in his cup again.
You guys got to go use some
Right.
restrooms.
No, not
we'll work
yet.
it off a little bit and then come back, calm down.
Hit the day spa.
You want to watch?
All right. Talk to us, young Zach.
Yeah, so class of the week is Mr. Pac-Man Jones. Last year he adopted the sons of his late teammate Chris Henry, and now he's accompanying Chris Jr. on college visits. It's pretty cool.
So do we remember Chris Henry? He died. It was a car accident.
I don't have that
I
pulled up.
think
but
he
we can
fell
find
out of the
Fell
back
out
of a
the
truck.
back of a pickup truck, I
Wow.
believe.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know what was terrible too? And I'm going to admit to this because it's embarrassing toward me, but he was on my fantasy team, Chris Henry. He was a pretty good wide receiver.
I think I remember.
He was
where
dragged
this
by
is
a
going.
moving truck
Yeah.
that his fiance was driving after a verbal altercation.
Yeah, and he was on my fantasy team.
He also
and,
had CTE, the autopsy declared.
Wow.
yeah, and after I heard that he died,
You dropped him. You
No.
son of a bitch. You're going to tell us everything.
no, he was
we
in
need
a
to know about you.
dynasty league. I had him for like 5 years because I drafted
Oh, wow.
him as a young, rookie. And my first thought was, son of a bitch, what happens?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anybody would react like that.
yeah,
Instinctively.
I wasn't proud of that thought, but I was like, what the hell?
And Pac-Man Jones has had a few like not classy acts.
Why'd you die, man?
Yeah.
How dare you?
What you know I fucking drafted you?
Can
We
I put him
actually-
on can I put him on the IR?
I was
We
gonna say
actually,
it.
Holy
we
shit,
actually
Rocky.
created a
Yeah.
rule called the Act of God rule.
Wow.
We did. Yeah, we did. I'm not proud
Well,
of that.
listen, rest in peace, Chris Henry. It is a good story.
I was
the guy
young.
to take on the responsibility of his kids.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
obviously, guide, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's
that's
good
cool.
to have friends like that.
God-
Hopefully,
God
I
forbid.
have friends like that. I don't know if I could say that for anybody in this room, but
Do you have friends? You
God
have friends
forbid
like that?
Rocky doesn't have his wide receiver
Yeah,
six.
you have friends like that, you
I
think?
said hopefully.
I'll adopt
We
the
should-
kids, Phil.
God forbid Rocky doesn't have his wide receiver
Can you
six.
guide them to the
That was the
NFL?
most troubling news. Oh my God. We might have to cut that bit. Holy shit.
What bit?
The whole thing.
Oh, no, that's
You
just-
think that's what we had to cut?
That's honest. That's just honest.
Well, now that's
and I
staying
said
in.
I wasn't proud of that. I was young, and
Yeah.
it's a different time.
Younger.
It's a different time.
Younger.
No, I mean, think about Chris
Very
Henry.
young.
His son is what, 17 now.
Which
So,
puts you
I
still
mean,
in
it-
your late
It was
40s.
maybe like 8 years ago.
No,
Rocky.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people
did he do?
probably
Chris Henry died. It was like less than 10 years.
people
ago.
probably
Think
say the
so?
same thing about
I
Henry
think so,
Ruggs
yeah.
though.
I'll look up and
Like
see.
Henry Ruggs gets in a fatal accident, goes to jail. People are like, "Oh, my PPR points." They're not thinking
Yeah,
like
people are pieces of
tragedy.
garbage.
Yeah.
Not saying you are.
No, I was. I'm saying I was.
I didn't say it.
the crow judgment does not approve.
The crow
He's
judgment.
looking right at you too.
He's looking at you smug.
He fucking hung
He's
himself.
so
He can't
wise.
take
He
it.
can't even look at you in the eyes.
Yeah, you want to go on to the next
So
section?
let's go on to the next section.
Let's puck with Phil Pasquale.
Best work. All right, so let's talk about it. What's going on out there, Rock? I think we have a Stanley Cup champion. The Avs and the yes, I like that. Oh my God, they're so sad.
Just so sad. They're crying.
Wow.
Before we get into
Yeah.
them, I just want to say I think first of all, kudos to ABC. You guys probably didn't watch, but NBC had the NHL for a lot of time, 20 years. ABC stayed with the presentation after the game, and it was pretty cool because I didn't expect it. Like a whole half an hour covering it, like the same way they do with the NBA and Super Bowl. And the ceremony for getting the cup, man, is one of the. It's up there, man. I mean, it's up there with the Lombardi.
Yeah.
The way they bring it in the case,
I like the skate around.
they skate around. They give it to the captain first.
Yeah.
Then they give it to the team, the guy that's been on the team the longest.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they give it to then
That's
they
important, yeah.
delineate down.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, it's just the pageantry with it. The guy, they have a cup handler, and then they have an assistant cup handler.
Got gloves.
Assistant.
Have gloves, yeah.
The whole
so
nine.
the
Mark's
whole
the
off
assistant
season,
cup
because
handler.
the cup comes back. It's not like the Lombardi where you get one, you put it in a case. You get your names engraved in it, and they stay with it. You know, it has a bedtime, so pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Avs won, so I was celebrating.
I like
But
that,
let's-
man. It's tradition, dude.
It's
You don't
great.
see that in sports a whole lot. Like we constantly morph everything. Hockey's just been like that, like kind of like, well, fuck you. We're gonna stick to what we do and what you love to see, because everyone loves tradition, right? So I mean, I love it, man. It's
I
brilliant
love
to
the
see
cup
this.
thing. The cup
Yeah.
thing is awesome. But Let's talk about, Avs, congratulations.
Yeah, way to go.
They were just a vessel for me, though,
Bolts.
just to get rid of the
They,
bolts.
they were the
I mean,
people's team, I feel like, this year.
I was sad, Tampa Bay, right across the coast from us. I
don't
don't
care.
dislike Tampa Bay, the team. I hate the fans.
Yeah, they're making a rap for themselves.
Yeah.
They're stinky.
And let me tell you what, I saw a video of a Avs fan who was, celebrating outside after they won. And
They
then
were in Tampa for this
They were in
game.
Tampa,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooh, that's even better.
And a couple of the Bolts fans were getting a little bit degenerate.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, and
Sit
so the
down.
guy said, "Hey, calm down. We're just celebrating. Act
Have some
classy."
class, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy got in his face, and so he knocked his hat off. And the guy went ape crap.
Yeah.
And
I bet
it-
you it was that PG too. Like
Yeah.
that.
It didn't
that
end-
verbal dispute between the two. You're just right there. I bet
Hey,
that's
Yeah,
exactly-
so, hey, man.
Hey, sit down, man.
down.
Well, I mean, it was definitely more PG than the fight you guys just got into. I mean,
Don't be a square, man.
there was more F bombs out of Mark in like
But
a
see,
2 second.
here's what's healthy about that, right?
No, nothing
Super-
No,
healthy.
they're very
Oh, it's
healthy,
super
actually.
healthy.
You see, what's not healthy is what you would probably do is
Yeah,
just
you're repressing
bury
it.
it and then just key and then
You
hold
ignored
on
it.
to resentment.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
let me
what
ask you a
would
question.
probably do.
So, choosing a side and then in the course of 5 minutes,
That's a
flip
different
flopping
thing.
back and
Well,
forth
see-
in the side and not making any sense, that's healthy?
Well, I didn't say that.
Okay, because
I was gonna say because you were just talking
Wait,
about.
that's what I did?
I couldn't. We I don't know what the hell your side was. I
Oh,
don't,
you're bringing it back up.
Are you
Please.
kidding me? How is it like I don't understand?
Why did you do that?
I didn't know the side.
Mark,
That
just watch.
he is good in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Mark.
And once he leaves Pittsburgh, he's no longer good.
Hey, Mark, do me a favor. Watch this YouTube video back and take notes of yourself.
Okay.
And then I want to see. Give me.
Why? Because of how you're going to cut it up? How?
Oh, me? No, the YouTube video.
How did I not make sense?
Okay,
see,
hey,
now,
listen.
What did not make
We're
sense
getting
about
to a
that?
point. Let's talk.
Now
about
you-
No, because now I'm
Okay.
getting pissed.
now you have no friends at the table. You
Why
heard my
can't
That's
nobody-
fucking fine. I
Cause
don't give a
somebody-
shit.
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
need friends at the
Oh
table.
my God, you're lashing out, man. Because he doesn't agree with you. Take it easy.
No.
You don't agree with me. I
Because
don't give a shit.
You're ganging up on me when
I'm not ganging up.
I was
made
on your
a
side.
A very
Not ganging up.
determined.
Gang, I didn't say anything.
I said Le'Veon
I'm
was good
gangbanging.
in Pittsburgh.
gang-
What has he? I said he can't finish anything.
All right,
Right.
I don't care.
So
right?
the point is
I'm
that
talking about hockey.
every running back one in Pittsburgh was good.
I think the Steelers are running back factory. I agree with you, Mark.
Okay, there you go.
that's. I made no other point. What other point did I make?
Hey, listen. You sort that out with Rocky. Back to my point.
With Phil Pasquale.
Listen, all I know is that we were there for that game 6, and now mind you, we were about 70 cocktails in between the
Oh
four
my
of us.
God! No,
But
4 of us.
those fans,
Young Zach had 50 alone.
those fans are
And I
entitled.
survived.
I looked
entitled
over.
pricks, and they got to remember. They're
I
from
looked
Tampa
over.
Bay.
Zach had 4 cups in each arm.
I was
Like-
quadruple fisting
like
at
that.
one point. Can you do that again?
No, I cannot. I cannot
listen.
do that again.
Congratulations to the Avs, Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
You suck.
yeah.
You're stinky.
I'm not. I don't like you said. I don't hate the team. I do not like the fans and the fan base. They've become very.
They act
Yeah.
like they've been doing it for 30 years, not 3
No.
years.
Which listen, it is impressive that they've been good. I'll say that they've been good. It's impressive, but things run in cycles.
And then
So,
I don't know if you guys are probably not paying as much attention, but after Game 5, there was a missed call, and the
they were
coach,
upset. Yes,
But
Yeah,
the
I
coach
heard
went
about
on a 3-minute rant where
Yeah.
he was like, he almost cried
yeah.
about not getting a call. I mean, it was pretty embarrassing. But hey, to
Yeah.
each his own.
Yeah.
I'd say we move on to our next segment.
I hope this is the right drop.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
I may have labeled 2 drops the same thing.
May have.
It's baseball and baseball. So
Well, I think before we get to that, I think you might have to fight Mark now. I think he doesn't want to fight me anymore.
Mark, I love you.
We're good, man.
I love you, but
We're good. I just don't understand how.
Just at the end, you got to go back and listen. Before you get mad at me, just go back and listen to the show, and then you'll see, I think, what I'm talking about.
No, what it was is that you guys
yeah.
had preconceived notions of what I was trying to say.
No,
How did we have that?
No, you devolved.
Mark said that I make narratives on
Wait a
TikTok.
I mean, you do, but that's what you're supposed to do.
I made you a star. No, I'm just kidding.
He made you a star.
Anyway.
You could have been somebody.
You could have been something.
I
kid.
digress. My point never changed.
But it got
just
to ya.
because you guys.
Are you gonna keep going?
The fame got
your
to you,
idea
kid.
of what I was saying didn't change the point that I was trying to make.
I wasn't saying that.
There was a point where I'm not going to say
I just disagreed with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think there was a point, and I think you got to look back and watch it.
You think I'm an idiot?
They were talking about James Conner being good, and then you said exactly, and I was like, then you lost to me there. I think you might have accidentally agreed when you should have disagreed.
Hey, this guy's.
Wait.
Can I say something before you start?
No. He's got a point. No, let me finish.
Okay.
So
Let him talk.
James Conner was good in Pittsburgh.
This out.
Good in Pittsburgh.
I'm working on theme songs for all of us, by the way.
Hang on. James Conner was good in Pittsburgh. And
Yours
then
is country.
Left Pittsburgh and was still good in Arizona. Le'Veon Bell was good in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Left Pittsburgh and sucked. And his argument was he went to the fucking Jets. And it was like, yeah, but James Conner also went to Arizona. But James Conner still was a good running back.
That doesn't help the system running back thing though, because James Conner was good after the Steelers.
Right. We weren't talking about system running backs. We
You
were talking
were.
about.
That's the.
We were talking about Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that Le'Veon
Oh,
Bell
okay.
was not a good running back.
Yeah, okay. Got
Because
it.
he was good in the system, which was good, and then left and was not good.
I get it
James
now.
Conner was good in the system and left and was still
I
good.
got it
James
now.
Conner's a good running back.
It took us 45 minutes, but we got it.
I got it.
Okay. We can actually put this to rest now.
Got it.
Okay.
Still don't fucking agree. I just want you to shut the fuck up.
God damn.
So do you know that Chris Henry was dragged?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
actually.
All right. Play the
terrible.
basketball thing again.
Shit.
Sorry,
Cut
it's
that.
terrible.
I didn't mean to laugh at that. That was awful.
You laughed at it?
Yeah, because he just changed the subject, so I laughed.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And play it again.
So that's what it does. When you start it,
Okay.
then
So let it play out.
Yeah. That's what happens.
There's probably a setting on that
Yeah.
restarts it instead of playing from where it finished. All right, here we go. Let's get to our next section.
Get him off.
All right, so a lot going on in the NBA the last few days, surprisingly. We had a standoff between Kyrie and the Nets.
It's the weirdest standoff ever.
Is it weird, though?
Yeah, because the rumors he was leaving.
I
then,
expect it from Kyrie, though.
That was all his team leak and stuff because he really didn't have any leverage.
The Earth wasn't flat. We have rings. Then it was flat.
So he was forced to opt in, which he didn't want to do. He was trying to get an extension, and all that other stuff was just him trying to create leverage that he didn't have. So Kyrie was forced to stay, and Durant. I do think that if Kyrie would have got dealt or he didn't opt in, Durant would have probably left.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
we have them for another year, which
and then we
Whatever.
actually get a chance to see what they look like with Ben.
that'll be fun.
Allegedly, if he's healthy.
Wait, so
Whoa.
Kyrie opted in, you're saying?
He had
Yeah.
to opt in.
So
Fifth
what,
seed
in-
coming in.
In the final year of their contract, they can opt in or out?
Well, it depends on the
I think he
contract,
had like
but
a
his
final
contract,
opt-in
yeah.
year,
Yeah.
same as Russ Westbrook.
Yeah.
All right, so it's saying basically I'm going to play for you under my contract or I opt out and seek max deal or
So
whatever else.
put it in a real tight nutshell for you, he was saying that he didn't want to opt in because he wanted an extension, and they were kind of playing a game of chicken, and that's why there was news all week about him wanting to go here, there. He was trying to put pressure to see if anybody really had interest in trading for him,
And they didn't, except for the Lakers.
and they didn't. And the Lakers might have been interested, but
They
number
on-
one, they
I
don't.
mean, they
have
only
the
have
cap
the
space,
mid-level exception,
and
which
they
is
don't
like
really,
$10 million.
and they don't have anything really to trade back that would be worth it besides
Except for
probably.
Wes.
And the Nets didn't want him. They would have had to move AD to get him. So he made a play, didn't work out. Westbrook opted in, which he was going to do. I mean, it's $48 million, and he's
and
not
where
going
else
to
would he
get
go?
that.
Yeah.
I think the big news is, though, honestly,
Yeah.
is John Wall going to the Clippers because now
That's kind of huge.
I mean, he's been out of the spotlight a little bit, but the guy's healthy. The Rockets benched him last year because they wanted to get the number 3 pick like they got this year. They were tanking. But he was healthy. He played the first 2 weeks of the season. He looked good.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned earlier that he's been out for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
What-
put this on paper 3 years ago, John Wall, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I'm like, oh shit, that is a big three. But John Wall sitting out a year and a half. Now I get like maximizing, rehabilitation time, but that's a year and a half away from elite competition. Practice is one thing.
He did play last year a bit. So
Yeah, he only
At the beginning,
played
yeah.
what, like 18 games or something like that.
I think
right?
there'll be
Something like
a
small sample size.
a rust process.
They gotta,
for sure,
but they have to play. They have to play together in the regular season because Kawhi likes to sit out too, and he's gonna be gone for. He's been not playing ball for a year professionally. So
Yeah.
Damn,
I-
Kawhi's been out that long too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Last year he missed.
Oh yeah,
most of
the
last year.
entire season.
I
Last
think
year.
it's going to be interesting. I think on paper, like you said, they look like a very formidable squad, but we haven't seen them.
I'll say this. I think that Beal's gonna. Beal. I think Wall's gonna have a bounce back year.
Yeah. Well, and I think on that team, if Kawhi if he is who he was, I think that Wall doesn't have to be a 26 point a game scorer.
I think Wall could give you 20,
Yeah.
20 and
Yeah.
7, something
he's the
like
third
that.
option though.
But
for
I don't
sure.
think Wall.
He's the Chris Bosh in that situation.
Wall doesn't seem selfish like that either, though.
No.
Wall seems like I would say that's probably the most unselfish big three
Yeah.
that I know of, because Kawhi will give the ball up. I mean, he's relied on to be the scorer, but Paul George will definitely give the ball up,
and he's also
so will
humbled.
John Wall.
He's been humbled because of pandemic P, so I think he knows that he kind of has to play it as a unit.
I like the move for them. The Kyrie in Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn, they have a problem. I think. I mean,
yeah.
unless Simmons comes back and I mean, they're gonna have issues.
I mean, that's diva central right there. I mean, you got KD, you got
Well,
Kyrie,
I mean, let's
you got
just
Ben
face
Simmons.
it too. Listen, KD. I mean, people don't want to admit this. KD has been injured, and he's
Sorry,
not getting younger.
that was my headphones. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not getting younger. There was some speculation that Brooklyn might have been like okay.
No,
If they
suck.
broke it up.
No. What happened? Brooklyn was what the official statement was that Brooklyn was sending signals out that they were okay. They were more okay with losing both of those guys than
And keeping one.
going through what they went through last year.
Yes.
The big issue
Yes.
is Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie's the issue.
He's not.
Because even before last year with the COVID thing, the year before he took a week off because of the Black Lives Matters thing, and they made statements at the end of the season that they needed a player that could be there, and then they knew that if they moved Kyrie, KD's not going to stay. So they were
Well, and
willing.
they got two, and they got two players because Ben hasn't proven to be a player that's going to play, and now you got Kyrie too. And now Kyrie, when you look at him just on the court, listen, he's a 26 point a game scorer.
He's great.
He's great.
He's great on
Creates
the
his
court,
own
yeah.
shot. There's almost nothing you can say other than his injury history. He doesn't spread the ball very well for a point
But
guard.
that's not what he's supposed to be. I mean,
He's a point guard. It's kind of what they're supposed to do.
Today's NBA, I mean, that's like
Yeah.
ancient thinking.
Well, Kyrie and KD are both confident players that can
Just
kind
saying.
of do whatever they want because they are good and they know it. Ben Simmons is not. He might be a good player, but he needs confidence in himself or in the team around him. He needs to be coddled, and I think the fact that the three of them
They're not
can't
gonna
be,
coddle.
unit's gonna fail.
yeah.
To Phil's point, I see Kyrie more of like the AI. I think he's a score first, point guard second type of player.
But I think, but I think AI was a good teammate though.
I'm not saying that he wasn't a good. I mean,
Yeah, and I question that.
Kyrie's fucked up in the head.
Because I question that because I don't know if you guys saw, but he came out. He was on a podcast, and I listened to the entire thing.
Talking about, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And he literally came out and said that he was wrong for leaving Cleveland, that him and LeBron could have won several more championships, and that he was just young and immature.
Well, that sounds like mature. I mean, sounds like progression. to
It
me.
would.
Or
and
backpedaling.
it would. It would, except for he's still doing the same shit.
That's what I'm saying,
And the only
yeah.
reason why he said that is because he was trying to get to the Lakers, possibly.
That's probably right.
And so, like, he hasn't learned. He's just he says whatever he has to say.
Well, that's fair. But I think your point about point guard, I think it's a lot harder to find a pure point guard in
is.
the league today than it is.
Yes.
Point guard's a scoring position now.
Yes. Yeah.
A playmaker position more so. You know,
Yeah.
you can score
Yeah.
and make plays, but
Yeah.
there's not a lot of Chris Pauls left.
No, there's not. And I almost feel like the shooting guard.
Oh, free Peyton.
Yeah.
Shooting guard has become more of a slasher /
right.
defensive position.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and then now there's a big rumor that Ayton might be going to the Knicks too.
I didn't hear about Aiden going to
No,
the
that's
But
it.
Brunson is rumored 100 million.
No, Brunson is the guy that they've kind of been clearing up. They need a point guard. They haven't had a point guard in like
Brunson, Barrett,
years.
Ayton, and who was the other one they just picked up this year?
The Knicks?
Yeah, Barrett. Who just went over to the Knicks this year?
There's talk about Sexton
This
too.
year?
Yeah,
The Knicks are rumored to be one of the teams that have looked at Sexton too.
Well, I think they're going to get Brunson or Sexton.
Yeah, Sexton isn't.
He's not a
Yeah.
pure point guard.
He's not a pure point guard
But neither
either.
is Brunson. But you need a scorer. I
He's a
think
scorer.
in
He's
today's
a
NBA,
scorer.
you need a scorer at that
Yeah.
position. We have twos on the team here. We don't get me started talking about
Yeah.
the Knicks. But
The Cavs are going to
I'm
match
interested.
anything up to 21 million, I think, because it serves their purpose, and either they trade.
I'd
they
rather
get
have
something.
Brunson though
Yeah.
for that price.
Cam Reddish. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh well, we had
Oh.
yeah. What do you mean? We had him
Cam went
traded
over
from
this
last
year. It was the middle of this season, wasn't it?
Well,
He didn't play a full season.
last season. Yeah, that's where we mixed
Tomato,
up. Yeah.
tomato.
Yeah, they were trying to use him as a trade piece. So
Yeah.
Probably where we went wrong in the Le'Veon Bell conversation too.
In less exciting news, I guess Bradley Beal and Zach Levine are staying in the same place. They're both probably getting max deals with their respective teams.
Zach Levine is somebody who I just can never quite figure out.
How so? What do you mean? I think you know what he is.
Yeah, but I just like to me, I just never feel like he's quite a max player.
oh, I think he is. You know who
Really?
I think he is, especially before he got hurt this year. Yeah, I see Dwayne Wade is who I see.
Ooh.
That's
I
my
kind of
comparable
like
for
that
him.
comparison.
Athletic,
Quick
slasher, can get to the
scorer.
rim, can
Yeah.
shoot.
I really like Dwayne Wade, so like it's hard for me to go there because he's one of my favorite all-time players.
He's a really good.
Same.
But this year,
He reminds
before
me-
he got hurt, I mean,
He reminds me of Grant Hill.
in a bad way.
No, Grant Hill was fantastic. He
Yeah,
just
for the 3 seasons he was healthy.
Grant Hill when he was very basket aggressive. He was the slasher. He was the I'm going to get it to the hoop.
The greatest team that almost was.
Well, how about this, Mark? How good are the Mavs with Christian Wood?
I don't know because I don't know much about Christian Wood. Now I was looking up his stats and I see that he is going to be probably a pretty formidable force there in the front court. But
I mean, you thought
don't
the Mavs were going to
man.
win the
it's-
finals. So.
Yeah, I know. It's because
They almost did.
I like Luka.
They were
I
close
wish
to
they would
making it.
keep Brunson, but I don't think they're gonna keep Brunson.
well, I think they want to keep Brunson. I think it's just the thing with Brunson is the
He's got
Mavs
to
are-
capitalize now.
No, but the Mavs are going to offer him about the same thing the Knicks are.
Yeah.
The thing with Brunson is that he's connected to the Knicks. His
I think he
agent,
wanted to go to Knicks.
his agent is now in the front office with the Knicks.
He played for Villanova pretty close.
I think
Yeah.
he wants to kind of
And he still wants to go there.
separate from.
Well, okay. I see.
Right.
See, now I would love to
Your
see
Cavs
DeAndre
fan, though,
Ayton.
right?
DeAndre Ayton going to Dallas would be fantastic.
That would
Yeah,
be
but they
good for
won't go
Dallas.
now
I
with
don't
Woods.
think. I don't think we need DeAndre Ayton.
No, it was weird because like I didn't know where that came from. I just heard that like a day ago, and I'm
Thing
like,
to keep in mind that anytime you hear Lakers, Knicks, even the Clippers in trade or free agent stuff,
Just
it's a
to get
lot
the
of
ball
time.
rolling.
Yeah, to kind of they use
It's
the
all
same way they
big-
use Yankees,
Yeah.
Dodgers.
Big market clickbait.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. They have a young kid that's pretty good, Mitchell Robinson, and it
Just
wouldn't make
has
sense.
kind of hurt all the time though.
Last year he was hurt. Yeah.
I think Ayton in the right
So he's
system
a
could
little
be
bit, yeah.
could be a superstar.
I don't know about superstar. I don't think the league's going that way, but
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like to me, I see.
He's
I mean,
not-
he's,
he's
not
not in-
quite Jared Allen because he doesn't score quite as
he's not
much.
a superstar either.
No, but he's close, man. I mean, he's a guy that can get 21
Well-
points a game
Well,
and
I
plays
think
defensive.
in 1995, yeah, I think right now the game doesn't allow for a center unless he's going to go out to the 3-point line 6 times a game.
Yeah, but Ayton is closer to Jared Allen than Ayton is to Embiid, Jokic, Giannis. So
Or AD,
those are your
yeah.
superstar
Yes,
comparisons.
yes,
So
yes.
I wouldn't say he's close.
What about Miles
That's
Bridges?
fair. That's
Because they're
fair.
talking about Miles Bridges. He's in like a.
He was an all-star.
He's in a rap troupe,
Yeah.
and one of the rappers.
Rap troop.
Yeah.
Did you just say troop? Jesus.
So one of his comrades said that he said that if Charlotte don't drop the bag, Miles is gone.
Well, I can see that, and he's a good
Well, they
player.
just drafted the kid from Duke, right? What's his name? Something Williams, center. Mark
What did
Williams.
No, Jalen. There was two. They drafted two Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
No, that's-
And they did the Spider-Man picture.
That's
Did you
the
see that?
that's
Yeah,
the Thunder.
yeah.
That's the Thunder.
Oh, whatever.
Miles
God,
Bridges is
why
on.
do I can never agree with you.
Miles
Well,
Bridges
you
is
said
on the
fucking
Hornets.
Williams, so I
What
just
did you? I
assumed.
mean,
Mark
the
Williams,
draft
I
was an
think.
interesting draft.
How
too,
many
I
fucking
felt like.
Williamses were drafted?
Dude,
Yeah.
there's a billion Williams in the league, probably.
The
Grant Williams.
player the Magic drafted.
Paolo?
I think he's the best player.
Oh, dude. Are you
Paolo?
kidding me?
Paolo
Yeah.
Banchero?
I like him. I just don't understand.
We didn't need a guard.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the fit with the Magic. They're gonna have to trade
The
somebody.
fuck does it matter? You take the best overall player.
Yeah,
Now,
but then
you
you-
make him fit.
But then
there
you're
was
trading
debate-
somebody.
There was debate of whether he's the best player, but
No, we needed a
he's
forward.
a playmaker though.
Yeah,
That
we
guy. I
needed
think
something.
that you.
Yeah.
I think he. To me, Chet.
The Magic got a squad,
I mean,
man.
but I mean,
Mark our words.
you got to watch him play.
the
His
Magic
game
in a few
is
years,
pretty nice.
I think are going to be pretty good.
I
They're a
don't
good
know.
young team.
But I mean, not without trading somebody because there's just right now they're kind of a hodgepodge. They have just too much.
They have a lot of
Yeah.
but they have a lot of assets right now.
They had a lot of forwards too. I mean, we were talking about that a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
they got Bamba. They've got.
They got more guards than forwards though.
Yeah.
Like they're RJ
Yeah, but-
Hampton. They got all the Cole Anthony.
I think you keep Cole Anthony and you run with this kid you just drafted.
Does nobody else
Jalen
think
Suggs.
that Chet Holmgren has bust?
I like
written all
Jalen
over him?
Suggs, but I mean,
the
You
name
could still-
Chet alone makes me think that it could be a bust.
OKC seems to take like the hit or miss, like high profile like draft prospect in the last few years.
the only question with Chet is really
Josh Giddey.
his frame.
Right.
yeah.
He has
Which is a
everything
pretty
else.
big deal.
Yeah, but the
But
Thunder
you
have
could put on weight.
the Thunder have the capital and the backup plan to swing and potentially miss. Like Josh Giddey so far has been, or
Great.
Josh Giddey, sorry,
Josh
has been
Giddey,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They have if Chet Holt whatever doesn't work,
Yeah.
they have like what
They've got
a
like
billion more
1,000
picks.
picks. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's fine.
true.
They got
Yeah.
they got to figure it out.
But you know what? They've had I feel like they've had more picks than anybody for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
Like
but-
at some point they've got to
Is it going to
trust
become
the
a
system.
Is it become a
Well, they
Sixers
do have-
moment? Yeah.
Trust the process.
I don't want to.
process.
I don't want to
Trust
hear
the
that.
process.
I don't hear that.
Well, listen,
stupid
they
fucking shit anymore.
do. I mean, a lot of they have some good young players. We'll see what
process.
happens with them.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that was a good show. What do you guys think?
I don't know about that. We'll see.
That was fantastic.
We'll hear about it in.
I say this. Hey, if you like that, hey, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Comment. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at UFL Podcast. Right? Okay.
Yes.
We got a lot of other content up there. Cut ups of the show, stuff you haven't seen, so you don't have to backtrack and watch everything. Even though we'd love you to do that.
Orchestrated entertainment, as Mark would say.
Orchestrated, yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Anyway, so we appreciate you watching. We appreciate everybody. We love you.
Peace.